So where do we start? Like, let's say we've got someone who's in their 20s and they've finished school, maybe they've gone to university, now they're working a job, but they're hearing this going, I want to do more, I want to build my network, I want to build this sort of thing. Like, obviously we can't give them an exact thing because we don't know what their life is like. And it could be as simple as like, just be open to opportunities. You have to Google, find events to go to, but like, what is a starting point, do you think, for people?
I just wrote an article this week actually on how I was able to get 2 million views a month on social media, and my sort of plan, this 9-step plan to get to 1 billion social media views in the next 3 years, because I have total confidence that we're going to be able to get there through doing that. I see most people who want to get more visibility and authority and credibility, they get their iPhone or their mobile phone and they start recording these selfie videos. That's tough work. I don't know about you, but the last thing that I want to do most of the day is do a selfie video, figuring out what am I going to say, how do I look, what am I going to wear. All of these different insecurities and doubts go through your head. But I would happily find the most successful people in my network and sit down with them for an hour like we're doing now, where I can ask them any question that I want about the world or what they should recommend that I should do to be able to upgrade my life and that people in my audience can do, and share that content. People love to support others who are on the right path and are inspired. If you have a podcast, which is your platform, it is much easier in terms of getting a yes than saying, hey, can we go and catch up for a coffee for an hour? No one has time to do that when you reach a certain level.
Well, because there's no intrinsic value for them.
Yeah.
Whereas coming on a podcast, there's value, they get access to your audience. So again, it's pitching the value first.
It is, and there are people out there where it's not just access to the audience. They want to give someone a leg up who needs it at the early stages of their career. But if I reached out to you, or if someone's listening who's 18 years old and said, Byron, I'd love us, could we go out for a coffee so I can pick your brain? That's tough. That's tough work. But if they say, look, I've got a podcast, this is my dream, I've been following your show for years, I would love to have the success that you have. If you've got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I will do anything. Name the place, name the time. I would love to sit down with you and do all I can to support you and share your mission with the world. It's a very, very different story than, can I pick your brain for an hour? Take.
The pick my brain thing is a very common method, I think, because I still think it's definitely, because not everyone has podcasts, right? And I always encourage people to try get coffee with whoever they can. But it's like, when we do it, we have different methods of doing it. It's like, again, you could even say like, hey, I want to be I don't know, what's an example? Like, I want to be a nurse and I know you've been nursing for 20 years. Do you mind if I come and ask you some questions because I'm studying and I think I can learn a lot from you? See the difference between that and just pick your brain?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but you want to rub their ego a little bit.
For sure.
And the big thing you said, you always make sure you go to them. Yeah. If someone asks me if they want to get coffee, I'll say yes if it's a coffee next door to me, because then it's a low barrier for me. It's like, all I have to do is go out. Or just, when I was younger, like 18 or 19, I'd travel 40, 50 minutes for a quick coffee because I knew it could be worth it. And I'm not doing that much else. Yeah. So just make it as frictionless as possible for someone that you're trying to like learn from or build your network with.
For sure. And you got to get out of your own head. So there are two people. Michael Bruce is one of them and Dr. Mark Goulston is the other. I've been working on this project for months now. I'd been stuck in my own head with it for a long time, and I had an opportunity to have a coffee with Michael Bruce and have a Zoom with Dr. Mark Goulston. And what those guys shared with me took my project forward on a multiple of 100 much quicker and much further than I could have done if I stayed trapped in my head. To go and find the most successful people and the smartest people in your network and who have the success that you already have, just sit down with them and just brainstorm, what can I do to help you, or tell me more about your mission and what you're working on at the moment, because those people are focused on impact and they want to help. So what can you do to further their impact?
Yeah.
And when they turn around, like if you say it enough times and do it the right way in terms of what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? They turn around and say, what can I do to help you?
Yeah.
And that's your opportunity.